Hello everybody, welcome back to StarVaders. Last time we won on the middle difficulty with our gunner Roxy here. So we've now unlocked Apocalypse difficulty. But before that, we now have Stinger, Shun, Biomechanical Jelly Heart, needs jolts to stay awake, load out Mitochondria, when your turn begins, shock a random invader, and Pilot Deck. We've got 5 dashes, jabs, strike an adjacent entity or draw one card, cleave, strike all adjacent tiles, and kunai, throw a card in your hand in a cardinal direction and draw one card. So let's see what we can do with that. Let's go back to first contact as we learn this new deck. Bud's Factory is still here though, so we get to take 2 new cards. Cleave we've seen, Rope Dart. Pull an entity in a cardinal direction to the adjacent tile and give it shock, and that's free. Tempo, move to any tile. The next attack you play this turn is no longer discarded when played. Concussive Blast, choose an empty tile, push all adjacents. Claw Trap, Tactic Flow. What is Flow? Free the next time played this turn if it entered your hand during the turn. Drop this card as a pickup up to 3 tiles away. When destroyed, strike this tile and draw this card. Draw the top flow card from your draw pile. God, there's a lot to think about here. Give me this seems good. And give me that. Give me the upgrades. Okay, so you are charged. You are shocked. So an entity with shock is struck, gain 1 power. So I have 3 power and 2 extra in the battery. So I can move to here. Strike you, get that energy back. Now there is nothing here that is charged anymore. Throw a card in your hand in a cardinal direction, draw 1 card. Alright, that's now up there, just sitting on the battlefield. That's interesting. I might as well move and jab. Strike adjacent tiles. So pull an entity in a cardinal direction towards you and give it shock. Then I can strike all adjacent tiles. Move to any tile. The next attack you play is no longer discarded. Does not help me right now. Strike a random adjacent invader. But I have 2, so I might as well do... Oh, I have no move. No, I do. Nice, okay. That one's shocked. This one is also shocked. Move to here. Strike that. We get energy back. Move to here. We'll be doing moving to any tile the next attack you play. Move and attack, strike a random adjacent guy. I don't need the Time Angel. Cool. So different to the other character that we've played. Draw the top flow card of your draw pile. If unplayed, stays in your hand and reduce cost by 1. Kunai, create and throw a copy of a card in your hand in a cardinal direction and draw 1 card. So we can make copies of stuff. That seems super interesting. Special. Permanent. Dark Channel Modifier. Invaders, Channel +1 Doom. Cloudy, Special. Gain the following special artifact. Gemini. On obtain, duplicate all cards in your deck. card removals are 50% off. Is that something I want? Duplicate everything in the deck. I guess if I have a bunch of good stuff, I get two of these, and then removing these is cheaper. I guess that's something I want. I don't want to do the Cloudy event though. This encounter is more difficult. Cloudy is going to have like tons of clouds that I'm going to have to hit twice to do anything about. I don't think this is the time or build to do that with. So let's go for this upgrade. Launches rockets at you every other turn. When destroyed, detonates and strikes adjacent tiles. That's going to be a problem, I think. Strike all adjacent targets. Strike an adjacent entity or draw one card. Move to any tile. The next attack you play is no longer discarded when played. Strike a random adjacent invader. This is not discarded. We get junk because we were in the explosive range of these guys. So we've gained a lot of junk. It's going to depend on how much stuff is still going to be yet to spawn. Let's move to here. We don't have something that attacks both sides, but we can give you shock. Strike you. Strike you. I'm going to move over here so they'll move down next to me, and then I have enemies above me to continue to focus on, I hope. Kunai, create and throw a copy of a card in your hand in a cardinal direction and draw one card. Shadow. Did I misunderstand what Shadow is doing? Throw, pick up, copy. Oh, and draw one card. I'm uncertain about what I'm exactly doing here, but hey. Our deck is like half junk now, but I think we'll manage. Alright, just this guy to be hit twice. Alright, not so bad. Upgrades. Draw one card. If unplayed, stays in your hand and reducing cost. If this destroys an invader, stays in your hand after being played instead of being discarded. I like Chain. Chain does good work for us. Get in between a bunch of enemies, hit them all over and over again. The Migo Gang. Dangerous. Moves down each turn. Just a lot of them. But we get an artifact, so we'll try. Strike all adjacent tiles, strike an adjacent card. Right. Put me here. Hit that. Put me here. Do this. We just have to keep attacking faster than they can spawn in, which is a brave move. The next attack you play this turn is no longer discarded when played. That's free. Okay. How many more are going to spawn? Is the real question. If this is it, I think we're okay. Create and throw a copy of a card in your hand. Stuff moves around us. We're all right. We're going to be okay, I think. The next attack you play is no longer discarded. I don't need that. I just need this and this. Move. Jab. The next attack you play, this turn is going to strike a random. Go there and strike them. Then these two are both charged already, so this isn't going to be a problem. Last guy. All good, mate. Ambush. Start with 2 shurikens as pickups on the grid. Flow. Throw this card in a cardinal direction. Attack. Free the next time played this turn if it entered your hand during the turn, so it will be free to play when we pick them up. Deflector. When you gain junk, drop as a pickup on a nearby tile. Mystery Bear. When the encounter begins, get a random legendary card and make it free until played. I mean, legendaries to experiment with sounds great. 19,000 to spend. Move 1 to 3 tiles and push all adjacent tiles away. Drop the top card of your draw pile as a pickup on your tile. Move 1 to 3 tiles away. Jaunt. Choose any entity, shock it and swap your mech with it. Oh, that sounds so good. Bolt. Move to any tile in your row or column. Strike all shocked entities you pass through. Gift card. Each turn, return a random 0-cost card from your discard pile to your hand. Do I have 0-cost cards? Just Rope Dart. Which is not bad. I guess, yeah, it's right there, shown underneath. After the first time you play a card with repeats, adding that many 0-cost cards. I'll take gift card. Refresh. Shuffle your hand and discard into your deck and draw 3 cards. Purge this card. Yeah. Fine with that. Alright, time for a boss. The Shambler. New. Boss Invader. Must be struck 3 times to be defeated. 3 left. When struck, it moves away, gains a shield, and spawns invaders nearby. Why'd you have 3 on your head? Maybe that's just the 3 hits it requires still to defeat it. Move an entity to any tile. If it was shocked, it strikes itself and all adjacent tiles. Oh my god. You go there. Incredible. I can't hit you, which is a problem. I can draw 1 card. Strike all adjacent targets, move 1 to 3. This is currently free because it was added to my hand this turn. But I can't get close enough to do that much stuff. Right, stuff moves down. You're the oh no, you're the shocked one. This launches rockets. That's fine. Let's come down here. Create and throw a copy of a card in your hand. Move to any tile. The next attack you play is free. Move, strike, electrokinesis. Oh, this is free. Okay. Okay. This is shocked, so I can hit that. Let's just move this to here. Kill them both. We now have 2 power. Pull an entity in a cardinal direction to the adjacent tile and give it shock. Move an entity to any tile. Okay, I think this is working. They're not going to get more shield right now, which is fine. You are a minor problem. I can just do... Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. Move to here. Strike all adjacents. They move, make a bunch of stuff. Make you shocked. Honestly, we just need to go over here and hit them twice, then the encounter probably ends. Except... Oh, I do have... If I could move behind this, I could hit it twice, but because this is random... Where is it? Move to any tile... Strike a random adjacent invader. Alright, this will be fine. We just need to hit this guy twice. That's all we need to do. Defeat the Shambler. Electric Ray. When your turn ends, apply shock to all invaders in your column. Sounds great. Osmosis. After you move, if a shield is directly above you, break it and gain 1 battery. That sounds great. Haunted Mirror. Purge the first tactic played each encounter. Gain a phantom copy of it in your hand each turn. Give me Osmosis. We can break shields and get battery. Sounds great. More upgrades. Please. Dissipates at the end of your turn. I don't know how much of a problem these are going to be. Starfall. Create 3 shurikens and spray them in any direction. Purge this card. Do I have swap? Choose an entity, shock, and swap it with your mech. Problem is... Oh, I can do a cobweb. Then do this. Strike all adjacent tiles. Hit you. Flow. Throw this card in a cardinal direction. Refresh. Oh my god, it's so good. Grab that. This is free. Shield broken. Dead. That didn't work how I was expecting it to, but that's fine. We're learning. Right, you're shocked. We've got create and throw a card. Move to any tile. The next attack you play is free. We break their shield. We get some battery. Choose an entity, shock it, and swap your mech with it. Alright, it seems that cards that are on the ground when destroyed simply get sent into my discard pile, which is fine by me. Move to here. I can't move to there. That's annoying. Fine with that, though. I'm going to move underneath this, so I have a better chance of being next to it for an attack. Oh, it moved twice. I would have known that if I'd have paid more attention. Jab. Move to here. Move to here. Swap places with you. This will be completely fine, I'm sure. Yeah. I love how differently this plays, though, compared to the other guy. Or gal. Rope dart. Pull an entity into an adjacent, draw one card. That's not bad. I like that. Swift Plus, you may move up to 4 tiles first. Not bad, but only used once because it's purged. Cleave, strike all adjacent tiles. When destroyed as a pickup, strike this tile and draw this card. Give me the draw one card on that. More upgrades. Some invaders, like the Orchid, can channel doom from anywhere. Make sure you read each invader carefully. Does not move. Charges up an attack that generates 2 doom. Okay. Cards with jab in their title are free and draw 1 card the next time they are played. Purge this card. Okay. Let's move to here. Play this. Jab, you're immune. Move to any tile. The next attack is free. Pull an entity into a cardinal direction and shock it. Well, I'm just going to move to here. Hit that. Why are you immune? When its shield breaks, gains immunity this turn. Alright. Let's try and break some more shields then. We have 5 battery now somehow. That's wild. Let's see. Strike all adjacents. Totally works. Pull that over, shock it. Jab it. Move to... I could undo that whole turn, but it seems excessive. Choose any entity, shock it and swap with your mech. Well, they're all immune now, so not much to be done with that extra hand. that's not the button I want. That's the button I want. Good. Refresh. Draw 2 cards. That's like a mega refresh. Cleave. If this destroys an invader, it stays in your hand after being played instead of being discarded. Jab. While in danger zone, +1 repeat. I'll take the risky. I'm fine with that. Russia Gang. Moves twice as fast. Rare card. Yeah, alright. I choose the hard path. Copycat tactic. Create a copy of a card. Purge this card. Interesting. Don't know when I want to use that yet. Move here. Kill that. Kill that. Shuffle your hand. Discard your... Shuffle your hand and discard into the deck. Draw 3, purge. I have some battery left. But these guys are going to move twice around me now, so... That sure is a lot of them, though, isn't it? Give me a copy of this. This one in flow is free. Then I can move here. Hit both of them. Choose an entity, shock it, and swap with your mech. Danger zone. Nope. Oh boy, they are getting away from me, aren't they? A smidge. Clearly, we start with an attack on the shocked guy. Then let's move and attack that shocked guy. Then move to here, refresh everything. Pull them over. Hit them with shock. Choose an entity and swap with it. Don't need to, just hit them. And retreat to be next to these two who are going to progress at double pace. Easy game. Easy, easy game. Hologram. Create a free phantom copy of a card in your hand. Discard in your... Create a free phantom copy of the top card of your discard pile to your hand. Component makes the card purge itself when played, and at the end of your turn if it's in your hand or discard pile. Tornado. Push all entities in a random direction. Left foot jab. Attack. Strike an adjacent entity and push it 2 tiles away or draw 1 card. This is legendary. I feel like I have to take the legendary one just to experiment with it. Maybe if things collide, they'll take damage against one another? Perhaps? Transformer. Gain the ability to spend 1 power to draw a card once per turn. Prioritizes flow cards. Anti-mag. Each turn, the first time a push or pull card is played, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1. That's good with the guy that's free for the pull. Push your mech down, the next card gets +1 repeat. Strike all adjacents. Rope dart we've seen. Galvanize, shock an entity. If you do, draw the top flow card in your draw pile. 17,500. Or we could think about purging some stuff. Basic jab and a basic dash, perhaps. I'm going to grab that. That was actually more expensive than I thought it was going to be. Alright, time for... It's the pier boss, Nessie. Right, I'm going to rehydrate before this fight. Nessie on the right-hand side instead of the left this time. So, this wavy pattern is where Nessie will attack next turn. So this turn is just a turn to set stuff up. We get Starfall again. Can we move? We can't get to there, which is a shame. Move to any tile. The next attack you play this turn is no longer discarded. Well, huh? Move to any tile, but not that one. Oh, is this a hole? That is a hole. Okay. In that case, move me to here. Shuriken. Oh, okay. Yep, that's fine by me. Hit that. Hit that. We have 1 power. Let's go get this Shuriken. End our turn. Now, the blue lines turn into red teeth marks, suggesting that bigger problems await. Move to here. Move to there. Strike. Move towards this Shuriken. So right now, our only objective is to survive Nessie, rather than to do anything else. And looking at how this is going, I think this is going to be just fine. Move to here. Strike. Refresh my hand, please. Move to here. Strike. Throw a card. Shock an entity. Don't need any of that. Let's come up to here. We will throw. Actually, pull that over. Strike that one. Oh, throw this card, not throw a different card. Alright, they're over there now. Create and throw a copy of a card. And we just need to move away from the impending attack. Choose an entity, cleave, hits them both. It's going so smoothly. Now you're mad. They are now in the fight. They are shielded. Must be struck 3 times to defeat. 3 left. I don't have a I do have a dash. That breaks their shield. That hits him once. That hits him twice. That hits him a 3rd time. Pick an artifact. Fried shields. When a shield entity gets shocked, break the shield. Love that. Each turn a random attack in your hand gets +1 repeat. 1-2 punch. Cards with jab in the title get +1 repeat for the first 3 turns. I'm going to take fried shields, please. When in doubt, go for upgrades. Leviathans. Pulsar. When its shield breaks, start an attack that generates 2 doom. So it was shocked its shield broke. We understand that. Push all entities in a random direction. Then purge this card. Tsunami. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile. Draw all flow cards and purge this card. That's interesting. I don't know how many flow cards I have in the whole deck. I don't think it's many. Strike all adjacent targets. Let's move. Ah. You know what? I don't know if that was good or not. If these don't hit me, do they do the doom, or is it only in the column? I think it's only in the column. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile. Draw all flow cards. This is flow. Move to hit. Kill that. Strike all adjacent targets. I can't move. I can draw one card. Now I can move. This board got wider again. It's been known to happen. Break that shield. Kill them. Oh my god. It does just happen if I'm not in the zone. That's so upsetting. New Act 2 Invader, new Act 1 Invader. Okay, we learnt a valuable lesson. It's not about when you're attacked that the doom happens, it's just the fact that it happens at all. Saki. Hey, Shuan. You here? Saki? What do you want? I'm here to escort you to the festival grounds, my almighty liege. The people await your arrival. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting, would you? Quit it. I told you already, I'm not going. Ah, come on, why not? Would you rather spend all your time locked up in the boring hospital room? How can you stay so carefree? Why do you try so hard to act like you're happy? No matter what you do, it won't change the hand that life dealt us. So what? I should just give up like you? Hide from the real world until I kick the bucket? If I have less time than everyone else, then I'll just have to make the most of what I have, won't I? Now, get your butt dressed. We've got a festival to get to. Alright, we've upgraded Stinger. New set unlocked. Flying Punch. Throw the top card of your discard pile in a cardinal direction and move to it. Assassin. Get +1 power and draw 1 card when you destroy an invader on the tile directly below your mech. X/. Move to any tile and strike all diagonal tiles to you. Reduce the cost by 1 for each card played this turn. Alright, we learned some valuable lessons. What's new over here? Oh, still Noelle. We haven't played as Noelle yet. But there will be time for that. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.